That doesn't go together because raw shouldn't be cooked. That's weird. Now my glasses. I gotta get more glasses because I don't nick them and now it's like a spot that's right in my eye.
Well, when you go get yours,
I'm gonna call her this next week. I'm gonna do everything next week. I ain't doing nothing tomorrow. Well, today's Friday, right?
Yeah.
Well, yeah, I ain't doing nothing else today. I did what I'm gonna do for today.
Where you want to put these?
They go in there. Did what I'm gonna do for today. Okay. What?
You want me to put? Okay, when I
take the mats.
When I watch the you said you would
Wash your towels.
wash my towels with the mats.
Yeah.
And then wash my clothes by themselves.
You think I should wash the bathroom rug with those?
The towels?
No. No.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Those two in that towel and your other towels. Did my off on me? Lord. See, I'm used to it. Stay in charge because I used to have that rodent. Oh wow, it was literally at 0. It just conked out on me. So I won't be able to see comments. Hopefully they'll come through here. Good morning, sis. Good morning. Okay, they coming through so far. Good morning, Christine. Good morning, Lori. Y'all had to take. Oh my gosh, what is this? I did not know Menards wasn't doing the rebates stop at a certain time during the year and they don't come back till March. That kind of hurt my little feelings. I was in there. I had to buy another faucet. Y'all know. I ran out of this, so I bought some more of this, which I'm getting ready to refill my. I'm glad I had that. And a square box for the electricity to go out the wall for the outdoor lights that's going to be on each side of the front door. So I had to get these, and then I had to order it a vent. Well, yeah, no, take it. You can take it too. Order a vent, which wasn't bad. It ended up being with tax. Let's see.
What happened yesterday? Since
I know I'm gonna have to tell them what happened since the. Well, $17.99 doesn't say nothing about the. Well, it was $18 before tax. Y'all, yesterday, I didn't put the short up. Did Naya take her channel? What do you mean? Naya's got a video up. I thank you, Teresa, for thoroughly watching her video and talking to me about it. I know you're not on here, but you always go back and watch the replay. You didn't take your video down, did you? Your channel down, did you?
No.
No, she didn't. She still got one video up. I really appreciate that. That means a lot to me, Teresa, and I will get back and respond to your comment because I knew it was heartfelt and you thoroughly listened to my baby, because that was a video that was hard for her to put out. And so I really thank you for not just clicking on it and subscribing because I said, but actually listening to her and seeing where she's coming from. So I appreciate that.
You want to put it on speed wash?
Yeah. What else? Y'all, I'm so tired. When I tell you that food was so good yesterday, I'm about to make me another plate in a few minutes. NY apostrophe S space VIBE is her channel. I would have put it up, but I can't because the computer just went down. So yesterday when I come home from work, I'm still tired. I got up at like 6 something this morning. I had to go to Menards, I had to go to Walmart, and I had to go to Sam's. Okay, let me see that soap. Y'all know I love the soap refills. Either I get the white or this one, whatever they have. So yeah, this is from Sam's Club, and I love the smell of this stuff. It's only $7. These are my refills. And I went out. My other, give me that. Get the green with the green top. I'm on my last leg, and this is what it usually looks like, soft hands, but they didn't have that one. So this one is called Healthy Hands. I actually like the clear better, but this smells good as well, but the clear smells better. So I'm actually going to tip that over to get everything out of that. Then once that gets used, that's the last of it. I like to be on top of it. I did fill it up a day or two before the holidays. So we're gonna set that somewhere where it can tip over. Yeah. And then this is what I got from Sam's. That was it. I went in and out, got just that. From Menards, I ordered the vent, and the vent is for this here, right here, guys. This is what I ordered the vent for. I ordered the vent for this right here. So I ordered a vent that's got to be vacuumed out and cleaned or whatever. But I ordered a vent because the one that we have is it's like too big. It's too big. See how big? See how big this vent is? It's like ridiculously big. That's gonna take up so much space around here. So he said it was a 15 by 16. So the vent that I ordered, I got 16 by 16. So that's gonna be put up right around that vent. So that's what I ordered, and the boxes. And I got us some Christmas socks. Y'all, why you ain't telling me today was good? Not Good Friday. Oh my gosh. Black Friday. I'm out here like, oh, I'm about to get up early, get what I got to do, get what I got to get done, and get back in the house. All for what, baby? Let me see your socks. I want to show them. Let me see your socks, Nine. All for them to, tell my hi, baby. All for it to be. That's my alarm to water my plants, but they already watered. The alarm. Oh, give me the alarm. So I'm in there like, gosh, everybody was thinking what I was thinking. I wasn't planning on shopping for Black Friday. Got no extra coins to be doing that. So they had these for $4 at Menards. So I got these. I like these because these kind of match the pajamas. And I had got these. I thought one of them would want these, but they do not like sparkles neither. But I said I'll just keep them. I'll keep these. Naya has the reindeer ones, and then Rizzy wanted these. So these were $4.99, and they're really thick, and they go kind of far up the leg. So Lucky's by Mook Lukes. It's some boots, I think. Here's Naya that are made with these, but I like the little tassels on them. And yeah, $4.99, you can't beat that. So I got those from Menards. And I think that was it from Menards. And Sam's, that's all I got. Walmart, I had to return an air mattress, and I had to return that mixer. Sure did. Now come bring me my purse. I gotta give her that change. That cash or whatever. Give my purse. Yeah, so that's what I did. I was supposed to go to Burlington and return this hat set because the computer was down and acting stupid when I tried. And return, here go your money. And return that Jimmy Choo perfume because they overcharged me on Groupons, and yeah, it's not the business. Should be here. That's it.
Oh, you
No,
got
this
the
is
receipt for
mine.
this card?
For what?
Oh no,
For what?
the heater.
Yeah,
Did you scan it already? Did you scan it?
it's right here. Should be two. There was another. You see it? That should just be the heater.
Thanks, nice. Thank you.
You're gonna do your what you call it? Oh, I forgot. I gotta do. Yep, I'm about to fetch these two. Naya be on it. She be on it. Yep, we about to fetch our two receipts. My Sam's and my Menards receipts have to be fetched. That's it. I didn't do anything. I didn't plan on doing anything. I got it was $50 and some change back to my my card for the air mattress, huh?
I use one of these.
Put in recycling. Rinse it off.
Just
Trash that. The spoon could go in recycling. You gotta rinse it. I be trying to recycle everything I can. So that was that. So what happened yesterday was when I came home, I was gonna show Nia to do the macaroni and cheese, and the freaking water, literally, that side over there, we just took the towel off, but literally this handle on this side, that handle right there, flew off when she touched it. It flew off. When I tell you, it looked like a geyser. It was going all the way up, just spraying everywhere. I wanted to cry. Like, I literally wanted to cry because we couldn't stop it. You know, now I see, you know how you watching movies, like, do this. Well, you can say do it because you're watching the movie, and you can tell them what to do because you can think in your right frame of mind because you're not in it. Now I get, like, and I ain't gonna say now, but I've said this before, like, when you're in something, your mind don't think like it would if it was an emergency or something that just makes you be caught off guard. Trust me. I'm like trying to, and I'm like, duh, go under the sink, cut the water off. Then the things were sunk down in the sink, so I couldn't get them. So I'm like trying to pull them up, and I was like, man, forget that. So I ran over there and cut the main water valve off. I'm gonna do a video on that. You gotta know where your main water valve at, just in case those valves that are put on by a plumber don't turn and you can't get them turned off individually. You need to know where your main water valve at. When I tell you that water was just like, I wanted to cry. My floor was soaking wet. The computer was wet. Everything was wet. The ceiling was wet. Thank God it dried up so good. But you talking about somebody upset? Yeah, your girl was hurt. I was hurt. I was really hurt by that. Like, really, all I wanted to do was come home, make the rest of the food. All that was the yeast rolls and the macaroni, and the gravy. That's it. And relax. So, yeah. And I'm hungry right now. I ain't about to literally make me... Where's the plates? Oh. Yeah, I'm about to make me a plate. Y'all, when I tell y'all, I'm sorry. I just... I'm sorry. I just got skills. I got skills in the kitchen, and anybody that eat my stuff just be like, girl, oh my gosh. Like, a lot of y'all haven't been able to try it. But, you know, some people could cook, but some people can burn. Sorry. Yeah. And I know cooking ain't for everybody, because some people didn't have to. But what I will say is your girl burns. burns. So I'm about to heat me something up because I am so hungry. I done tapped into that sweet potato pie like about 3, 4, 5 times yesterday. Okay, y'all? Literally, was not playing. Wasn't a game. Not about to play with it. Wasn't a game. I swear. I tapped into that about a couple times. Oh, that's why that's why Naya got the plastic forks. I can't really wash dishes while hot, and I'm not about to go through that again today. Y'all, we are struggling right now with the spoons and stuff. We about to make it happen. I got y'all on the cabinet for right now. You know, I get so many people like, and I used to sell dinners back in the day. I used to sell my cakes and stuff. And in South Carolina, I had my items in a couple restaurants down there. So, and let me not have them pies and stuff ready or order. They will go crazy because the customers wanted their dessert. They wasn't playing about their dessert. Absolutely not. Y'all, I'm using a spoon, a measuring spoon to scoop this out. Our stuff is dirty. So I'm probably gonna have to use a okay. Probably gonna have to use paper, not paper, but plastic spoons and stuff. To I didn't get no deviled eggs yesterday. I forgot all about the deviled eggs. I'm about to scoop some of this out. This is all the dressing right here. Yesterday. Ooh. You gotta make do, babe. You was about to come in here, Stink? Come on. You gonna wait? Ooh. I'm gonna put my yams in another bowl. I mean, in another thing. Do this. When I tell y'all my plate was so big and stuff last night, it was ridiculous. I was being real greedy. I had to come back later on. I think I ate my rest of my food like 2 o'clock in the morning because I had it in the microwave. And I'm like, I will be coming back for that, and I did. And I did. That's my refrigerator timer. Okay, I need some more Mac. It's not gonna work. There we go. Man, we about to throw her in the oven. You hear me? In the microwave. Like, we're gonna do 2 minutes. Ain't nothing like leftovers, but I only can do them for so many days. Like literally, maybe 3, 4 might be pushing it. Maybe 3. Not because of anything other than I just want something different. That's it. Just be like, okay, I don't want to eat this again. I don't want this again. Hold on. Hopefully this person can come and fix the thingy for me. Night, come here. Rizzy made the double eggs. They came on so bad. Where you get the fork from? Huh? Oh my gosh, where you get the plastic fork from?
You got a knife?
That part. That part, bro. That part.
Oh, wait, hold on. My finger.
Your finger. Be careful.
No, it was stuck on this cord. I didn't want to pull all the stuff off the concert.
Oh, I gotta eat my yeast roll.
Okay.
I have to heat it up. Thank you. In the microwave. I don't want that to get too hot. I can't. Is the heater working good?
Yeah, but she turned the heat on. But it seems like every time I'm off the heat go off and I'm in there freezing, trying to roll my whole body up.
It keeps saying, I gotta change it because it'll keep saying away and I'm not away. I'm home. So the app is just, it just does that. I don't know why it does that.
I thought I got lucky. You turned the heat on last night before I went to sleep. I was like,
I did.
And then Rizzy came in there, took her heater, so I'm sorry, Naya. I was like, wow, that's crazy. And then I was sitting there freezing the whole time. Literally, no, she came in at like 5 o'clock in the morning, Mom. And I had just turned the heater on because I woke up. I was like, oh, it's cold. I was like, what's cold? And then Rizzy came in and said, I'm about to take this. So I'm sorry, Naya. And I was like, wow, that's
Cause she cold. Shoot.
I was like, why don't you just stay here?
Oh, you want her to stay in your room so she could, yeah. She like, no, I'm going in my room. See you later, girl.
She left me.
Rizzy's not for it. I need some gravy. I need some gravy. My gritty butt is going to try to eat all this. I'm sorry. Not sorry. Yep. We need that to go for 3 minutes. It should be hot for 3 minutes, y'all, right? If it's not, then we got issues. So, the guys won't be back till next week, Wednesday-ish. So, hold on, y'all. This mango green tea. Yes, yes. Absolutely, yes. Hold on 1 second. Oh, man. I need some more. Naya said that eggnog vanilla spice is really good. I'm glad it's good. Never tried it, didn't want to have to take it back. Because you know I will. It looks hot. Whoo. I put that roast gravy on my dressing. When I tell y'all, those carrots, we're gonna see if I can eat all this with my Greek self. Start. Okay. Get this something to drink. Oh, gee. I'm so happy I wasn't all in the I don't know, the whole thing with Black Friday. So happy. Start shooting. This plate heavy. I had to do one of these numbers. Where's my pepper? You already know. Gotta have pepper on everything. Except for the yams. We're not gonna pepper those. I hate heating up stuff like this in the Let me get some avocado butter. Put it on my roll. Y'all, that juice went down the wrong way. That's why I'm coughing. It went down. Okay. It's time to eat. I'm about to bring y'all over here. Sis, it is, girl. What did you cook? What did you cook? Oh my gosh, that juice really went down the wrong way. So here we are. That's what we looking like. When that roast was just falling all off the thing. Macaroni, the roll, and then I got the yams right here. What do you like to eat your yams with? Naya, what you say? Your dressing or the greens? Oh, that was hot. I like to eat my mac with my greens. My meat with my dressing. Like the, whatchamacallit? Yeah. I know it's going to be gone fast. The yams and the greens are going to be gone fast. It didn't make a whole bunch of those. Did you stuff yourself yesterday, bro? James? So many people was like, girl, I was so stuffed, so full. What did you cook, sis? I know you said you couldn't wait to get home to cook. What did you cook? Are you still here? Girl. I was so happy it was over with. James, do you mind me asking, so is it you, your sister, and your mom? Do you all reside together or not? Or is you short? I cannot wait to share with y'all what I'm gonna do. This roast is seasoned to perfection. Smart. I tell people, like, if you could do it and you got siblings and a parent and y'all can get along, that way y'all can stack y'all dough, achieve y'all goals, make sure y'all can pay off debt, all that good stuff. So many cultures believe in that, but it's just sad because a lot of times our cultures, and I ain't gonna say it's still other cultures that's the same, It's all about competition and versus helping one another. Get on their feet. You don't know how great somebody can be with a little bit of support from family. You know what I mean? I don't want my daughters to ever feel like they can't come home. As long as you respect me and abide by rules, regardless of how old you are, if you need to come home to get it together to pay off debt, because I've had to stay with friends and family even when I was married. Well, that wasn't for debt, but that was because we was waiting for a house to be finished so we can move in. But even things like that, having that'll support you while you transition in any way in life. It's like we so busy trying to compare and all that versus helping one another to grow so we can have great things, and that way we have more resources. Because I help you, you help me, we get on our feet, we build these empires, we build these businesses. Now we're creating more resources in the family and the community. And if something happens, I'm like, oh, I can go to my daughter. Oh, my daughter come to me. Oh, my daughter go to her sister. Or, I don't have any boys, but, oh, I can go to my niece. Or my niece come to me. Or my cousin. Or, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's not built like that. Everybody's kind of one up the next person. Then, even if you're not trying to one up, you're just trying to see how you could come up off somebody else because you're greedy and selfish. It's like, said to him, I hold them back from being great. I hold them back from creating and having certain things. Like, it's not cool. It's not cool at all. And I'm trying to teach the girls something totally different than what I know. You know what I mean? This is just a society where people are becoming desensitized. I talked about this several times. And people are trying to get famous off of social media. They don't care if they're embarrassing their family, exposing their family. And it could be a family member that has things that might need mental health, might need help in general. You so busy trying to become social media famous that you're desensitized to the fact that your family or that person needs help. It's like social media and this internet is pulling us away from our human feelings, our morals, ethics, if you have any. And it's sad. It's real sad. Who's on here with me? I hope I ain't smacking too much. I know when it's good I be smacking sometimes. And sucking and popping. But I don't do it intentionally. That's just how I eat. If it bothers you, I apologize. But a piece of hard cheese. You're right. That's what I'm saying. You got some that they just want a handout. They want a handout. And they feel like they're entitled to your help because I'm family. You're on your feet. You should help me. So I definitely get it. That's why I said teach my girls, meaning give them understanding of the fact that you're not entitled. You're not entitled to this. Excuse me, guys. You're not entitled to somebody to help you. You're not.
Bless you.
You're not entitled. Shoot, Jesus. I was watching this video. The lady was like, to be honest with you, once they're 18, you don't have no responsibility to them, truthfully, legally. But teaching them that the difference between thinking you're entitled and appreciating having somebody that's going to allow you to get on your feet and do what you need to do. It's a different thing. What? You know what? This child. And I don't want them to take for granted, because I didn't have that. My grandparents, yeah, but that was when I was younger. Still trying to figure it out. Oh, y'all talking. Hold on. I'm sorry. I'm looking at it. Show me. Hold on. Let's push it down. Right, they putting stuff out because this from James. They know it's going to get views and don't care. Not just inconvenience, hurt. You know, hurt. It's like not even just family. Like, I did a video a couple of years ago, about 4 years ago, maybe 3-4 years ago, where I was talking about desensitized. Like, you would pick up, record something when somebody's hurting or something tragic has happened to them, versus seeing if they're okay first and respecting their personal space. You know, that's not good. That's not good. It's not fair. It's not respectful. And just recently I see a guy, he was like, man, put the camera down. This guy is hurting or something is wrong with him. And because he laid out, you want to show it. And then, you know, the ones that really bother me? These YouTubers that call themselves helping and paying it forward. You only doing that because it gets you views. You're only doing that because this generation doesn't understand genuine help and support. And to them, I want to do that. I want to be like that. Okay, it's great. The helping part is great. But, and I'm not saying that it's not genuine, but why does it have to be recorded? Why does it have to be recorded? Why do we have to see you? And then what bothers me is like when the person that they give it to might say, oh my gosh, you know, I just started here and I don't get my next check to, like, they're telling their business because they feel that they have to, because you put them on the spot and you're blessing them, right? And it's just like, well, dang, how you know she wanted everybody to know her baby need formula, or her baby needs some Pampers, or how you know that? Like, unless it's off stage. Because did you get her permission? And if so, that means the reaction wasn't real. You get what I'm saying? Like, I just hate it. I hate it. It's like social media just, you don't know what's real, what's fake. I talked about this years ago. I talked about the lady, and I could care less. I talked about the lady, Coach Stormy. I think I said something about this about a month or so ago. When she first came out, I'm not even a friend. I had a friend that I went to school with who's in Georgia now. Who lives in Georgia. And she's real close to Coach Stormy. And she reached, well, she was. A lot of stuff happened. She reached out to me for a company. You guys remember when I first started doing the bamboo pads? I don't know if I told y'all this. I see some of y'all talk, but let me say this. Um, the reason for me even finding the bamboo pads was because I was done wrong by the girl school with. I don't know what it's called. What's the word? It's the word for it. Like, say you and I talk, and I introduce you to an opportunity, a business opportunity, right? And you like, oh, okay, great, great. I'm down. Never heard of it. Blah 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 blah. Then, um, the person I was introduced to it from, I tell them, hey, I got somebody else that's interested. And she was like, I know her. I was gonna talk to her. I said, oh well, I already did. So you'll just be putting her on my team. And this was a company that, y'all, I devoured this food. This was a company that had a video on YouTube where the product for, and some of y'all women might have, because it was like a little thing for a minute. I prayed about it and found out about the bamboo pads because I was like, God, I don't know what's happening, why people so grimy. So what happened was, let me get this down, y'all. Excuse me. Excuse me. So she told me she knew the person. And I'm like, okay. I already talked to her. She's down. I told her all about it. Blah, blah, blah. I sent the video to her. And these were pads that were not reusable, but didn't have all the toxic stuff as the reusable, as the disposable ones that we currently use. That is when I first was introduced to how toxic the pads were. And this was several years ago, right? So she asked me to get on a conference call. And I asked her, I said, did you put the person? She's like, oh no, because I was already going to get her. And I'm like, you were already going to get her, but you didn't talk to her. Like I talked to her first. And when I talked to the girl, she was like, really, I mean, I know you about your business and I'd rather be with you. I feel like I could talk to you more. We could relate more. Excuse me. I said, well, I don't know what happened, but apparently she put you under her, you know, which is crazy because you know how the multi-level marketing goes. With this company, I wasn't too familiar, but anything I do, you already above me, so you will benefit from it anyway. So even if that person was under me, you still, you know what I mean? But if you take that person away, I get nothing if that person comes in and do great. Like, and it just made me think about how years ago I had that same situation, which stressed me out because I was making K's stacks a month. I was doing it and helping so many families for something. It was something totally different. And I ended up losing a baby through the stress of that. And I talked about this before. We went to go see the sex of the baby, and that's when we found the baby was dead. So it kind of just rubbed me the wrong way, and I was like, God, I don't like this feeling. I don't like this. It's kind of taking me back to that situation with a person before. So she was just like, oh, you know, just get on the call. So I get on the call. I was like, okay, let's just see what this is about. Let me hear how the team works and how everything goes and everything. I did see the video. I love what the man was saying. He poured the liquid in the pad and was saying how long you could wear them. And they're better than the ones we get like Always and Tampax and all that stuff. And they're not as toxic for our bodies. That's causing cervical cancer, endometriosis, all this stuff. All this stuff is just hitting me. And I'm like, wow. wow, this is crazy. So I started doing more research. I started doing more research. And during that time, I was like, it has to be something even better than this. It has to be. And so I didn't feel right. I went through the whole workshop. I mean the conference hall. She introduced the girl. I told the girl to come on, told the girl, gave the girl the call. I did everything. The girl come on. And basically she just literally just threw me out. Yeah, I talked to my coach and it was Stormy. And she was like, oh, just now see Stormy done been in a lot of stuff. That CBD stuff, that wasn't, excuse me. Oh, excuse me. That wasn't that wasn't the first thing. She's been in a lot of different things that she don't really talk about because they flopped, right? So she was above her. I guess she introduced herself because this particular young lady I'm talking about does a lot of speaking engagements because of her situation and what happened to her, how she was deformed or whatever, got deformed or whatever, disfigured or however you say that. And so this is the girl that I went to school with. So long story short, she basically talked to me like, and I'm like, girl, like I supported everything like you did with your company. I used to talk about it. Any client I used to do, I used to get your product. Like it was just a lot. And I got proof of that, like supporting you, like supporting everything you did. How dare you undercut me and take my person that I explained the way I explained it to her? She was like, girl, it's like you've been doing this forever. I said no, because if something is interesting in me and I know it can help me or my family, I'm not just gonna listen to you. I'm going to do everything I can to get more information on it before I jump into it. And that's what I did. So when I did that, and she introduced the girl as one of her new people on the conference call, I was like, wow. And me and the girls texted. She said, did you hear that? I said, yeah. I said, she was like, see, and that's why I'm glad about my integrity. I'm glad about the way I move, shake, and talk. You can't never, nobody can't never say, nobody, I don't care who you is, if you're close to me or not, can never say that I talk bad about people behind closed doors. If I say something about you behind closed doors, I could say it in your face because usually it's the truth. I don't bash, meaning, or sabotage or try to defame a character. Those are things that people do that is implementing lies and stuff that's not true. If I'm talking about you, it's something you did I didn't like and it's about the story or the facts, period. Because I don't have a problem with saying nothing in nobody's face if you two-faced it or if I don't feel me. So long story short, the girl was like, yeah, I don't like that. She was like, because she didn't even tell me about it. I haven't talked to her. Like we talked, but she said that she was like, it was like a couple weeks ago and she never got back to her. She was kind of telling me more. I was just like, oh, so obviously she wasn't that important for you to give her the information as important as it was for me to tell her as fast as I did. And now she know about it and now she's interested because of the information I gave her, not the information you gave her because you hadn't given her any yet. So that's the way it works. So I'm just like, in my brain, somebody else that does this and get into it, and me and a girl leave and go do it together in another team, because I'm not with this, because that means you're gonna be undercut and I don't like a greedy undercutting person. You feel what I'm saying? So it made me feel some type of way. So I said, you know what, I don't even want to be a part of it. She kept calling me, I know you a beast, I know you can do this, that, and the third. I definitely want to tell you about it because this, that, and the third. And I was like, yeah, I said, but this is not for me right now. And that was it. I ain't saying nothing. That's just not for me right now. Just the way everything is going, I'm not really feeling it. So I'll just set back. But I'll definitely support because it's something that I feel that I really want to do. And so, mind you, at this time, I had talked to a couple other, well, I was already ready with telling people about it. And so they were like, oh my gosh, telling me stories about sisters or mothers or aunts and nieces and stuff who got endometriosis or cervical cancer and different things like that. And I was like, man, I didn't even know these exist. So I'm still spreading the word because even though she hurt me, I would not want to stop that information from sharing. Even if I don't benefit from it, I was telling people the name of the product, where they could get it from. It is an actual website, all this at that time, where they can go order it to get these pads that are not as toxic. So that led me on the journey to finding out where I where I can get these for me and my children, because those the ones they were selling were kind of expensive. So then I found out about the bamboo pads, and I was like, oh wow, bamboo reusable, huh? Ugh, reuse. So I was just kind of stuck, but then I seen it's a whole nother world of people that uses these. So hold on, y'all. It's a whole nother world of people that uses these pads. And it's just crazy when you get introduced to something that you didn't know about. You realize how much you didn't know about something, right? So that's how it was. So I was so intrigued by the bamboo. I said, this seems even better, because if I don't have to buy these all the time, I would rather have that, because I got me and two girls, you know what I mean? My oldest, she, do her own thing. So I really start hardcore researching and trying to figure out the most expensive place, the most inexpensive place I can get them from. And that's when I found that they were on eBay. So that's kind of how that went. I'm saying all this to say my integrity, who I am, the things that I've been through. I can tell y'all stories. I'm not talking or telling y'all stuff because I just want to talk. I've been through some things. I've bumped and rubbed with some of the best of the best. I've entertained, had dinner, and had meals sitting in homes with people who make millions of dollars, like literally on a monthly basis, bringing in at least 150,000, stuff like that. I've done and been in a lot of different positions, and I see different levels of life. I see different levels of life. But I also see the fact that in order for you to get there, you need to have some support. You need to have somebody who believes in you. You need to have somebody who cares about you, who understands and sees that even if they can't see your vision, they see the potential in you, and they're willing to be there to help you and guide you through it, because all of us struggle. All of us have things that happen. I done been in so many different levels, different places in life. I don't feel like I've ever or even came close to reaching my peak of where I should be. Not even close, not even halfway there. And I feel it, I know it, I see it, I know what God is doing. And my mission now is to just continue, mission for me, personal growth, to continue being who I am, because guess what? That is going to make me the most comfortable. See, you're uncomfortable when you're trying to be something that you're not. It's going to be uncomfortable. Whether somebody likes it, agrees with it, wants to follow it, don't want to follow it, don't like it, I could care less. The wiser I get, it's more important for me to do what makes me happy. And I want my children to feel the same way. I don't want my children to live a woulda, coulda, shoulda life. And I don't want to live a woulda, coulda, shoulda life. And I say this all the time. It doesn't matter how old you are, what you've been through. If it's something you really want to do, go for it. Like I tell y'all with this house, yes, I was intimidated. Yes, I was intimidated. I remember when that happened, I didn't know. I was intimidated about the house, but I remember when that situation happened, I sat back and I said, I start seeing little things. And then that's when I start seeing more of this Coach Stormy person. I did a video, and in that video, I said, listen, I said, I don't know this lady, but I'm telling you and I'm showing you, there's something within me that God is just something that resonates within me when people, when I see people or I hear people talk, or I'm able to be in the presence of people, I can read them, right? And it don't have to be always in the presence. It could be a read through distance, just through feeling and sensing that person. And I did a video, and I literally said, I said, something about her is not right. Something about her is not right. And I don't want nobody to ever think that I'm hating on the next woman, especially the next black woman. But mark my words. And some people think when I say that, that I'm just running my mouth. But you can go find a lot of stuff and see all the crazy stuff she's done to women. But the problem is she has created a lot of wealth for herself, being I don't know, scammer, whatever you want to call it. Don't mark my words verbatim, but it's different things that she's done that people have proof of. It was supposed to be a show on Lifetime about women entrepreneurs. I think, was it in Charlotte or Georgia, and it didn't go down. Like Lifetime, they approved it, then they denied it. So it's a lot of crazy stuff going on, and everything that I was saying and everything that I'm feeling, you can go look at that. You can go literally look and see that, because I talked about, I said it's not something I'm not gonna follow. I'm not going to, everybody see, oh, I'm doing this, I'm got big houses. And it was a video I was telling y'all about a couple weeks ago, where she was bragging about the gold and the diamonds on her arm, and she was saying it back to a woman. I guess the woman is the mother of the children of the guy that she's currently dating, but she just got out of a phase within, I guess, so many months of that time, stating that she's so wealthy she don't need a man has no place in her life. And it's like all this stuff, you could go look at it, and the person, how person does commentary, and they go back and show the Instagram of her saying this and the TikTok and stuff, and then all of a sudden she does a manifest your love class, and then now this guy pops up who happens to be this big scammer who scammed his baby mom and set his baby mom up. And she ended up, did she go to prison, or she facing prison time? So she's fighting against everything that Stormy and this man did, but she's the mother of his children. And she was a nice, as far as for what they're saying, she was a nice, wholesome lady who had a smoothie company, and it was doing well. And she franchised, I guess she had two, and he came in and made a fake one, I guess, along with Stormy, and made a fake one. And if you look at the lady posted things up on the screen, because these are public information, it shows the businesses, but the only difference between the two papers, it was the names or something like that. So just the scamming and stuff, you only can go so far. Scamming, getting over, being rotten, you can only go so far. You can only go so far. Treat people that are your family, that you love, support them, be there for them, and help them to thrive, so we can have empires built that are really good things, that can be resources in our area, in our communities and stuff like that. It is so many people trying to be social media famous that they don't care about how it hurts people. They don't care about what it does to people. And I don't want my children to be like that. I don't want my grandchildren to be like that. And it's crazy. It's crazy, but this is the life that we live in, and I don't want that. I don't want that for me. I don't want that for my family. I don't want that for me or my family. And I've never been intrigued by the weaves, the lashes, the nails, and the fancy this and the fancy that, because a lot of times these people are renting these things. These things are not owned. They may make enough money and get enough ruckus going on social media, that somebody else on social media is willing to give them and let them have stuff to make it even more, so they can make even more money. Y'all can't be believing what y'all see on social media. Y'all cannot be believing. I remember years ago, now y'all know this is a while ago, when Housewives first came out, somebody exposed the fact that those houses did not belong to none of them. They were rented houses that the show had for these ladies, and they were showing that, like, their real homes and where they really live, and showed the difference between the houses that they use for the TV. And I said, wow. So here you are, as a black woman, seeing this show, and you're like, oh, they arrived, they have these fancy cars, and they're in Range Rovers and Aston Martins, and they're living a life and going out to just have dinner in their maxi dresses and their bags and their Balenciagas, and you get what I'm saying, and Louis Vuitton, or however you want to pronounce that, and you are stressing yourself out as a person that don't have all the issues that they would have to deal with, to figure out how you could level up, and what you seeing from them is not even really theirs. At the end of the day, they go home to another house. They don't own it. They don't own a car. They don't own a jewelry. They don't own a house. And I would say, for me, because I can speak for me, I owned a home. You get what I'm saying? I owned a home in New York. I owned a home in South Carolina. I own a home now in this state. And it's crazy because we look for that. But all I want when I think about it is peace, no debt, comfortable to do the things that I enjoy. That be traveling, finding different cuisines, reaching out and loving on people that love on me, and interacting with them, and just enjoying life and making my place, where I come to my place of peace, my home, making it my place of peace and let it mimic me and what I embody. That's the most important thing, because end of the day, at the end of the day, I always say this: you lay down with the decisions you make. If you're trying to catch up and keep up with the Joneses, and that's not your last name, you already out of order. Stay in your lane. It doesn't matter how slow the traffic is. It doesn't matter how fast the traffic is. If you need it to speed up, whatever, stay in your lane and go at your pace. Go at your pace. Stay in your lane. That is the best way. That's the only way at the end of the day, as you get wiser, you can look back and be comfortable and not be like, dang, you know what? She went and got that Range Rover and here I am, got one too. Well, see, I ain't realized that her baby daddy was paying for it, or she got into an accident and that paid for it, or you don't know the ins and outs of people's situation. And or I ain't know, you know what I mean, she scammed to get that money, or I ain't know, you just don't know. You just don't know how people get in situations, and you breaking your neck to work all the time, overtime, away from your family, just so you can hop in and out of a Range Rover or a BMW or a Beamer or a Benz. That's what you trying to do. And these people done did some crazy stuff, some fraudulent stuff, or either Repo Man might be looking for them. I will be happy in my Toyota. Okay, okay, okay. Yes, ma'am. Toyota is the beast. And I'm like, shoot, do I want to have something? Unless God takes me to a certain point, I just want to be comfortable. I don't like the burden of the car payments and the I don't like the burden of payments. I don't. Like, I feel like life is just amazing and happy if you didn't have to do those things. I really do. Let's see what y'all talking about. So, y'all know me. That's just kind of where I'm at. My mindset is just like, love on the people that love on me, and try my best every day to get closer to something I know I want to achieve as far as a goal or something like that. Let's see. Because it's not showing me nothing over here, y'all. Okay, mouse. Okay. Okay, so the last thing I was saying was what James said, right? They putting stuff out because they know it's going to get views and don't care who it may inconvenience. Exactly. Now, Laura said, I've tried helping family out and they became stagnant. It just didn't work out. It's very sad. They wouldn't grasp for the opportunity that we gave. It's unbelievable. It is. And those are the people that some people you just can't help, or they're not ready. They're not ready. Do you know we thought we were great examples? I just don't understand where they put the brakes for themselves. I don't know. I don't know. Hey Sheila, I'm good. How are you? Good morning, my dear, and to all in the chat, happy belated Thanksgiving. Thank you, Sin. Hello, everyone. How was your? Mine was amazing. I just got done devouring another plate of leftovers. Well, no, a plate of leftovers. Mine was great. James said his was great. Good morning, Sissy, and everyone in live. Hey, Teresa. Hey, good morning. Oh, she's saying good morning. Hi to Teresa. Thanksgiving was great. Hey, Sissy. Teresa, exactly. Exactly. You are so right, Sissy. Hello, everyone. Well, I don't believe that I used to watch Housewives of James. I've been stopped. I've been stopped watching all that foolishness. At first I was like, oh, okay. They had a little bickering and stuff, but then it became real drama fighting. Y'all too grown. Y'all don't need to be on here fighting and doing all that. If it ain't about my kids, my money, or my home, I'm not about to put hands on nobody because it's not worth it. I'll just leave. Nye in the back, Thompson. I'm not. It's not. I'll just remove you from life. I ain't got time for all that foolishness. I don't. I don't. Really? Gosh. Thumbs up, everyone. Thank you so much, Flickering Flames. Thumbs up. Okay. Well, James, us too as well. At James Wells. Yes, see, that's what I'm living for right now because I don't have time to be adding debt. Girl, trying to pay off this debt, okay? My husband and I sat together alone for the very first time in 40 years and enjoy a private Thanksgiving dinner.
Aw,
How did you feel?
I love it.
Because if it's for you, God will make a way. Boom. Because I ain't trying to make no way. I am not trying to make no way when it ain't possible and it ain't for me right now. No ma'am. Just to say I'm driving in that, girl, people's wear off about how excited they are that you got something that most people just don't have. It wears off after they see it. They on about their life. They are not thinking about your car. They might say something like, "Oh yeah, such," but they don't care. They don't care. Some people are like, "Oh, I bet I wouldn't. I bet that payment high. That would be me." I'd be like, "Oh, that's nice." And in my mind, I'm like, "I bet that payment like $800-900, a whole mortgage, okay, in a reasonable house." Thanksgiving was my hubby, our daughter, and little Miss Heaven, our granddaughter. Exactly. It was me and my daughters. I worked though, y'all. I worked. I got off at 3. Um, and we had a good time. We ate and laughed and joked. We wanted to do some funny TikToks and some funny some funny little shorts. We was doing one where it was like how regular people check the food, and then it was like how black people check their food, and we was like twerking and popping. It was just so funny. We was in here acting stupid. Like, why everything we do, it got to go to the beat. So if the beat is real hard, we just do everything with the beat. Like, ooh, like instead of just picking this up and drinking it, we was cracking up. Now it was like she was pulling the stove open, and she was like, "Oh, let me check the pies." So she went to, not the pies, the dresses. She went to the stove and started twerking and grabbed the handle. And every time she pulled the handle back on the stove, I said, "This will be a good one." We be acting up. We've been like this. If you've been rocking with me for years, like years, you probably met my little brother, my other brother, and when I say we fool, my mama fool, we act up, we silly. That's just been me. If you really go look at my videos, and I told y'all, I used to win a lot of contests on YouTube doing impersonations and funny stuff. And me and my oldest daughter used to do a lot of impersonations. So this ain't nothing new. But yeah, I used to do a lot of stuff. My channel was very versatile, especially with fashion. A lot of that. Did I lock up a lot of my outfit of the days? I don't know. I'm gonna have to check and see. But yeah, I used to do a lot of stuff. And as I got wiser, just some stuff, I'm like, I ain't got time to be doing this, that, and the third. I ain't got time. Which one, Naya or Naya? What do I say? You talking about Naya or y'all? I gotta get this weight off. Oh, my face looks so different when I gain weight. I look like somebody, mama. Oh, I gotta get it together. Naya or Sada? Give me a little bit more of that tea, please.
Mother, I'm sick of this.
What?
Everybody on my TikTok, they keep following me, and I keep saying, go follow my Instagram. My YouTube. It's like nobody sees that every time I post something.
Really?
So, yes.
Why don't you make an actual TikTok post with some music that literally says your channel?
It seems like TikTok don't show that. It's irritating. Like I would get like 100 some views on that, and that's it.
Well, you can't tag them and put your link in it.
No, you can't. You can't. You have to put it in the description, but it's not like they can click on that. They'll have to do it. But my thing is still in there. Like on TikTok, on the Instagram part, like you can click on it and it'll say Instagram on YouTube. But yeah. So I gained like 50 followers on TikTok, and like, guys, go to my YouTube, please.
Why don't you do a video and say it?
I did.
Let me see.
I took it down.
Why are your eyes watering?
I don't know. My eye, this eye is always watering. That's why I started some eye drops.
But your eyes ain't dry.
No, they get dry. They get really dry. When your eyes get dry, they
water.
Yeah, they start to water.
Let me see. Oh, you took it out. You didn't save it? Why?
Cause TikTok didn't like it, I guess. I don't know, the algorithm with TikTok, it just...
Now, if you was twerking, TikTok will put that all over
guys,
the place.
go follow my YouTube channel.
Yeah, you did that to everybody.
No,
No,
for real.
it's a guy. His name is Sharabak. He's in Africa, Shakarok or something like that. No, he's a beast with what he's doing in Africa, and also he's so smart. But I'm like, this is what life is about. This is really crazy. You was waiting on the videos. Okay, I am not trying to live in a car. Exactly. Hold on. Ah!
Oh my god.
Oh, I didn't know that. My eyes water crazy. My mom told me I need to get some eye drops. Haven't got them yet. Yeah. Um, she got a video. Oh, Teresa, I talked about you earlier. Thank you so much for following my baby's channel on YouTube. It's also a TikTok, and I think she got Instagram to that channel. She gonna be putting a lot of stuff. I appreciate you. I didn't get to respond back. I read it and didn't respond, but I appreciate you, and this is my response. I appreciate you. I thank you because I know you thoroughly be watching my videos and you thoroughly support me, and I can't never say that enough. Like, I really greatly appreciate you. That means a lot. It just makes me smile because it's like I know Teresa gonna pop up when I load something, even if she ain't there right at that moment. Oh, she coming through, and she coming through with the comments, and I appreciate it. I really appreciate it. Night, Teresa said, hey. Oh, oh, girl, why did I say that? Anyways, I still tell you, say, hey. You're saying Naya. Oh, my twin Naya. Girl, I was so tired. Y'all, you know what? I can't with you, Teresa. You're fired. Mm-hmm. You're fired. What?
When are you coming?
Oh, I thought Teresa said, hey, but she was saying my twin talking about you. That's what she was saying, but I'm tired, y'all. I'm gonna get back in the bed. I am tired. Like, y'all never seen. Come here, Nye. I know she go. You got a picture of Hold on. Of my oldest daughter. Let's see if I can find. Let's see if I can find. You have a picture
No.
of your sissy, Sada.
I sent them to you.
They on my phone. I can't show them on the phone. Okay. Hold on, y'all. Look, Nye. Let me see which ones you got. Okay. Okay. This is the oldest. Excuse her finger. This is my oldest daughter. You see her?
Copy and paste. Copy and paste.
How?
Copy and paste. Copy and paste.
Copy and paste.
The face.
Could y'all see her? Ain't nobody seeing nothing. I don't know if they see it. I think they see it. Oop. What'd I just do? Something came through on TikTok. James, you see your oldest niece? Asata. So it's Asata, Arigel, and Arisma.
And acrylic.
It's not no acrylic. So acrylic. Here, you is slow. So they're all A's. Asata, Arigel, Arisma. So we call her Rizzy, Naya, and her middle name is Adonaya. It's Anfane, Adonaya, Afeni, like Afeni and Asada. Those are two people that was really important in Tupac's life. If y'all don't know, and if you know about Tupac and understand his family background with the Black Panther and all that type of stuff, I don't do stuff for no reason. Asada Shakur was an amazing woman. The American government tried to kill her and do some crazy stuff to her, so she ended up in Cuba. So you can look her up now. She's a gorgeous lady. Let me pull her up for you. But her real name is spelled, and the crazy part is when her dad wanted to name her that, I was like, Asata. Uh, I don't know about that. But I was so young. I was 18 years old. I was like, 18 when I got pregnant, but I had her at 19. I was like, Asada's Assatta is Asada Shakur. And when I say they tried, I don't know if they raped her. They tried to rape her. They used to pee on her, put like do when she was in prison. They did so much, but that lady survived and made it through. And she is now in Cuba doing some amazing things, but also still doing stuff, from back and forth or whatever. But let me show y'all Asada Shakur. I just didn't want my daughter name to be that. So these are all the different pictures of Asada Shakur with the ASS because I felt like people would be ignorant and be bothering her. But this is Asada. You see? Isn't she gorgeous? When I say this was a strong, powerful, melanated woman, yes, 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 yes. Yep. So that's Asada. And see, Assata. But what we did was we took away S and put two T's. So my daughter is Asatta. So that's how I spelled hers. So people wouldn't be like, Asata, calling her ass and all that. Yeah. So we just tried to. Thank you. She was talking about Asada. She can't see you. So what you do? Come on, you. She wasn't talking about you, sweetie. Hold on. Did I? Okay. Let me see. You know what? We're going to probably have to get under that sink and figure it out. Because now she doing it.
Well, I don't know why she's doing that because she didn't see me.
And she did. Because she ain't never do that.
When I got here?
Yeah. No, but you are my beautiful niece as well. Talking about you. But yeah, so look her up and look up her story. Amazing woman. Amazing woman. Amazing. You could find a lot of documentaries and different things on YouTube. How old is she? Let's see. Let's see. Age. Aw. She is 75 years old. 75. Eating clean. That clean eating to keep you preserved. I promise you that. It will keep you preserved. Kekuya Shakur. Mutulu Shakur. Sundiate Akali. I don't know. 85 years old. Whoa. Is an American political activist who was a member of Black Panther Party and the Black Liberation Army. He was sentenced to life in prison in 1974 for murdering a New Jersey state trooper. Oh, wow. He just got out of prison. 2022 at the age of 85. He was born 1937. Wow. And that is Sundiata Akali. I need to look into that. Oh, wow. This is the type of stuff I'll be on the computer looking at. It's so interesting. Anywho, so, Afeni. Anfene. I say Anfene, Afeni. Y'all already know who she is. Y'all know who Afeni is. Anfene. Mm-mm. She and the others in the Black Panther 21 were acquitted in May 1971 after an 8-month trial together. Afeni Shakur spent 2 years in jail before acquitted. Her son, Lassane Parish Cooks, was born on June 16, 1971. Let me see something. And y'all know that was Tupac's real name. So Afeni Shakur, I like to say Anfane. Um, so Afeni Shakur was his mom, and she was a part of the Black Panthers. Uh, and let's see. A lot of people don't even know why the Black Panthers were established, what they were for, what the fight in them was for. A lot of people don't even know that, especially when that the drug epidemic came in and all them illegal drugs was taken and put in different projects and areas where it was mainly melanated people to break up the families and remove the men, get them addicted to the drugs, so that now the family is broken, which started a lot of broken homes and broken families in the African American community, where the fathers were known to not be there, either for drug addiction or selling of the drugs, which either one they would die or either go to prison. It was just all a setup. If you don't believe me, read it, do your research on your own. And that's where welfare was supposed to be like a thing, but it wasn't technically meant for us. It wasn't technically meant for us, but they say that the melanated Black people are the majority of the people on welfare, and that's not true. If you do your research, it's not true. We're actually not. We're the least that are on it, but they won't tell you that, and you can actually find this information out yourself. And so back then, if you had a man living in a house, so they take the man away. If they found that the man was still there or staying there and being productive and trying to be there for the family, even though during the time it wasn't enough jobs and they couldn't find good jobs to fully support their families, well, in order for the woman to get any services, whether it be Section 8 or social services, they could not have a man there. So that was their way of getting the man out the house too. So the men would leave, and either that's where my granddad said the Rolling Stone came when Pop was Rolling Stone. Well, he would take his stuff and move from house to house, avoiding the inspections of social services, because if they inspect them ladies home, because they would get inspections every, I don't know if it was monthly or quarterly, but they would get inspections, and they want to make sure they don't see no remnants of a man living in there, or she will not get any services. So back then, they wasn't trying to help you as a family. Like, oh, let's help the family, the father, the mother, and the children until he's able to get on his feet and make enough to support the family. They weren't trying to do that. What they wanted to do was break up the homes to start this epidemic or whatever of the Black man not being as successful of a provider as other cultures and other people, and until we start realizing how this stuff happened and how it started, the mindset of us thinking that that's normal, and it started the mindset of us thinking that as women we had to be strong. Well, in those days I would consider it. Yes, you take my husband away, he can't be here, but he can't provide, but he can't get, his family can't eat and can't get the help they need if he's present, so he has to leave. So with him leaving and going other places, you have women that are like, hey, if you're going to stay here, you got to give me something. Well, if you don't have money, what we going to give? I'm going to give you some good sex. So now I'm rolling and I got a baby here because we may not be protected. So I got a baby here, and then I got to leave because you're going to be getting inspected soon. So now I'm going to roll to the next house and I might have a baby here. Like, it was a lot to it. Like, y'all have to understand that these sayings don't just, they didn't just come from anywhere. Understand the culture, understand where we come from, understand, like, when y'all sit before me and I laugh and I joke and I got a lot going on, I am really deeply embedded into our culture. I sometimes don't want to talk about it because some people don't understand it and some people are not ready and some people don't know. But I share what I can because I want to enlighten somebody somewhere to make them think differently about life. And that's where the broken family started for the black people. It really started there. I mean, you can go so much further before then. If you talk about slavery and how they already always took the strong black men, meaning strong physically black men, to go and be labor workers to do whatever they want them to do in the fields and take them away from the family. So it is just so many times of our people being ripped apart, our families being ripped apart with no choice of our own. So it led them to think it was okay. It's the norm. It's the norm to not have a two-parent family home. It's the norm to not have certain things because it's been going on for years. Let's just adapt to it. Let's just adapt to it. That's not what I want. I desire to have an emperor. I desire to have a person that we both can submit to one another and become great and build some great things in our community. Because a lot of times I meet guys and they want a woman of substance, but then when they realize that I'm not stupid, I can see here, I don't need to be fancy, I don't need the lashes, the nails, and all that other stuff, because God has just equip my brain differently, and I'm a sponge. Like I take things in and I do things different from most people. And then when people really start talking, they're like, damn, okay, yeah, don't get it twisted. Do not get it twisted. My grandfather, uncles, aunts, and people that I've come up around, and people that I've had a chance to be in their presence and blessed with, I try to take what I can. I try to get what I can. And I always take, but take with the actual initiative of it being a way to catapult me into getting more information. That's why I say, people can't do better if they don't know better. But yeah, that's the truth. It is. If you don't know better, you can't. But if you know that there is better, there's ways to find out the information that you need to know. There's ways to find it out. There's no excuse. There's no excuse for certain ignorances. And ignorance doesn't mean bad. It just means you are not privy to, you don't know. My uncle was talking to me and we talked deep. He was like, there's a conscious and there's a unconscious ignorance. And he was talking about the difference, and we were talking about how it's a lot of people who are unconsciously ignorant, but then there's a lot of people who are consciously ignorant. You can look that up yourself as well. But these are the conversations I have with people that are my elders. We have conversations like that and talking about building and doing things, and just manipulating great things. It's just, there's good manipulation and there's bad manipulation. We don't want to be manipulators of anything negative. But yeah, yes, it is, Teresa. Educating ourselves is so important. Absolutely. Absolutely. Papa was Rolling Stone while in that song has a negative connotation, given the idea the man was being unfaithful. Well, he kind of was, because either way, he was put in a position. He didn't have anything. You get what I'm saying? So it was either present him with a situation where he had to rob or steal and then sometimes kill, not good, to get food to eat because he's put out there, and because he don't want to hurt his wife or the woman that is with his children or whatever, because a lot of times it was marriage back then. So he's out in the streets. So remember I said it's one of two things. Either they become addicted or they are the actual provider of the drug. So you become a person that is now, what is the word? My mind went blank. But you're selling it, because now you're making money, and now you can provide for not only yourself but your family. You see what I'm saying? So that was one thing. And then the projects. The projects was a actual, think about the name. Think about the name. The projects. It is just that. It is a place where they do social experiments. And people don't think this is, they think, oh, this is a comparison. You just think, no, figure it out, read it up. There's a man, I talked about this some years ago. There's a man who actually is very good with energy and, what is the word? there are vibrations that can be placed into the air, under the ground, in different places, right? I might be going too deep, but you can research this. In the projects, in the places where people can live for free and actually create generations of people who live in that same place for free. So you got the great grandma, the grandma, and the mom, and then you got the new mom that's 14, 15, about to have a baby. These are generations of women living in these projects, right? This is all we know. It's really no stress. Did you ever realize that a lot of older people that don't mingle in the craziness like the drugs, as far as selling it or doing the drugs, they last long in the projects? They live for a long time, meaning the way they age, they last long. Well, if I didn't have any worries, everything was included, and my rent is either free or a dollar, $10 a month, and I don't have to do nothing but keep it clean and make sure when they do the inspections, nothing is out of whack or I done nothing crazy in there, and I have a home. That is why a lot of people stay. The fear of being uncomfortable to now have so much responsibility has been an issue for so many people, and it's not just the black people. There are Latinos and Dominicans and stuff that stay in the projects and will be there for generations as well. Let's not get it twisted. There are Caucasians that will be for generations as well. If this is all I know, I can't teach you better, so that's all you know. You can't teach your kid better, so that's all they know. And then there's somebody in there that's gonna be like, I don't like this. I don't like this. I want to do better. I want to live better. I don't like this. You get what I'm saying? Because they see outside of this. Well, the guy did a video about the vibration. He said it is actually a zone and it's set vibrations that are put in the areas of the projects on purpose. And they did a, gosh, I wish I can remember. Did I share that video? That was so many years ago. Did I share it on my fa- Facebook? I can't remember. He measured, him and his team measured, this is a black man into science and all that stuff. He measured the freaking energy in a certain amount of feet around the projects. I remember back home when they built these black gates all around this particular project that was terrible. They built these black gates and they went in and they renovated all of them, made them so much nice. After they made them nice, then they put the black gates around. The black gates with not the kind that look like jail bars, that they long black bars, right? So really, your feet will slide on them unless you're real good at getting up them. You can't really jump over them. And they had them prick things on the top of it. And I'm like, oh, that just made me feel like a prison. I mean, I visited my father in so many different prisons, and just when you walking through the gates and stuff, it just was like, oh. But they were happy because in their brain, they're like, oh, there's gates now. My kids can't just run out in the street and they can play out here. Whoa. I'm sorry, y'all. I've just seen and experienced so many different things and seen my people experience so many different things. And so within so many feet of that, they try not to put them next to other residential. If you ever notice, sometimes the project is set off. It's like in a downtown area or close to downtown, or it's not really too many residential homes around it within so many, like people that own their houses and regular apartments and stuff like that don't go by your income, not Section 8 or anything. Well, long story short, he said there's a vibration that's put out in the ground that comes up, and it's a vibration that makes people angry, makes people sad, makes people depressed, make people confused and not be able to think straight consistently. And he was just breaking it down. I was like, wow. He was like, that's why you would notice when you hear about a lot of craziness, it'll always be in certain areas. It'll always be in certain areas where there's more minorities or more people that they feel are at a risk or uneducated, or more people on social services or whatever, or Section 8 living and all that other stuff. So it's actually a project. And so the worse that that city or that area is, the vibration is even more in depth. I said, you have got to be kidding me. And he broke it down. He's like, you wonder why in the projects you see this? And he was just saying stuff. And I was like, oh my gosh, that is so true. And he was like, yeah, they always digging. They always going down there and doing certain stuff. It's like, pay attention. Pay attention. And I kid you not, I remember when I went home about a year ago, they were digging and they were under the ground for so freaking long. And it was like a door. It was a door. I said, whoa, where'd that door come from? I didn't even know that door exists. Like, I've been past there when I was young. Used to walk there, be there, going to the store. That's the same project that I went to when I went to the store that night. And I told you I met my kid's father when I had just turned 17 or whatever. And I was driving my Uncle Ben's or whatever. This was back in the drug days, in the drug game and all that stuff. I was, yeah, whatever. I grew up around a lot of that. So anywho, so me and my friends, that's the same project, and you won't forget certain stuff like that. I would have remembered when I tell you when it was open and they had went in there. First it was like they digged a hole, and then every day when we rolled past, you could see, and this is when I was dating that guy because he lived in those projects. Okay, it was literally a hole. Then the hole got bigger. Then it got bigger and bigger to the point where it wasn't a hole that you had to look down this way. Now from the street, when you riding past, you could see it, and it was like an open angle hole. So it's like all of this is like open, and the hole is still deep, but it's some doors sitting here, double doors that's facing out to the road. I was like, I'll be darned. Why are those underground? And as soon as I seen it, it made me think of that man. He was like, it's stuff underneath these projects that you don't even know about. I was like, wow. It's like once you get in, it's hard to get out. Once you get in, it's hard to get out. It's a you have to have a strong mental capacity, certain things to fight it and to, yeah, this is what I'm saying. This is the type of stuff I like to talk about, but some people just like, yeah. But anywho, so you can research that. Research that. So that's how it began. You were saying about being unfaithful, James. Well, you have the choice, you know? You have a choice. Regardless of the situation, you still have a choice. And it wasn't easy to go run to a brother or somebody else, you know, to go stay there. It's like now you just out in the street. You ain't got no place to stay. You ain't got no place to eat. So therefore, you kind of doing what you got to do to survive. And I mean, come on, he's a man. You know what I'm saying? He's a man. At the end of the day, if you have a wife and that did occur, it's still cheating. It's still cheating. Even though it was for survival. But that's kind of how it started. But it became enticing to the man because, oh, wow, I can live double life. And what you see back in the olden days, that's why I say stop saying goals, relationship goals, because if you think about it, a lot of times it wasn't that they had great marriages because they were together 30, 40, 50 years. It was that they had more tolerance, and it was a stick and stay situation. And so most women back then were, long as you provide and don't bring it to my doorstep. That's how women were. And so that's why you see so many people stay back then. And the reason you're not seeing that now is because most people minds are different, and they're opened up and realizing that in order for something to work, it has to work for us. Everything does not, and y'all heard me say this if y'all been rocking with me on my channel, every relationship is not the same. All men don't know how to fix cars, and all women don't know how to cook. All women don't know how to do hair, and all men don't know how to fix plumbing. You see what I'm saying? So back then, that's how it was. That was it, because those were the jobs that was given to women, and those were the things that was placed upon women. You are a homemaker. Women do this, that, and the third. I still believe that can be true, because some women still love doing that. A lot of women still love doing that. And there are men who have been taught by men to, or either women to do plumbing and fixing cars and oil changes and things that need to be done around the house. So yeah, that still can occur. But if you think about how the man was ripped away, how can I teach my sons all the things they need to be taught? Y'all gotta understand that when I say it was a setup, it was a setup because now the kid, the son, the daughters thinks it's okay to not have the father, because the father was ripped away for so many years. And that's all we seen was single black women. And then everybody wants to fight the woman. Everybody wants to make the woman bad. Oh, the angry black woman. But we are one of the most we're one of the most in the top women, melanated women, who are talked down on, who are always known as the angry woman, who are always supposed to be too aggressive, who are always all these things. Well, if you remove my protector or my provider from my home, I have to be strong. If you remove everything that I am to be comforted with, because this is who's supposed to protect us from the home, who's going to protect my babies? Who's going to be the one to stand up and go get that gun if need be? Who's going to be the one? Do you see what I'm saying? So stop making it seem like, oh, because the black woman is, no, we were stripped from our providers. We were stripped from our protection. We were stripped from our comfort. We were stripped from that. And so because of that, we had no choice but to step in and do what we needed to do as women. And that's why you have so many women that are strong and super resilient. Because a man can go and come as they please, because it's a mental thing. It's a mental thing. When you see the setup of a home, it's always looking at a Caucasian family or a family that's other than us, with the kid and the mom and the father. You get what I'm saying? The kids, the mom and the dad. They're starting to do more of portraying us, but then now it's starting to be a mix of everything now, where it's just trying to just fade us completely out the system, out the whole code of what a family looks like. And y'all know what I mean without me saying it. But anywho, so you have to understand that it's not just something that occurred. Like even with my relationship, I'll say I became an angry black resentful woman in my marriage. Why? And see, angry doesn't mean that I'm always snappy, I'm always this, I'm always that. No, what it is that in that position or in that demographic in a relationship, I have feelings that are not good, that make me angry and make me mad because of what I've been through, right? Angry black woman, in the way they make it seem, is not, we have the right to feel. God gave us feelings. So we can be angry, we can be sad, we can be mad, those are feelings. Who said I can't be angry? And who wouldn't be angry if they're being done wrong or if they're not being treated fairly? We will be angry. When you mess with me or mess with my children or my money or continue to downgrade me or act as if I don't matter, I don't know anybody who won't be angry. And then you put it all and everybody in one basket, and we just become the angry, non-submissive, too assertive, too aggressive, too bossy, too this, too that woman. But we ain't had no choice. We had no choice. So therefore, you have a lot of weak men were built through this, because I feel like a man's strength comes through their wives and their children and the great things that they can do and the way that they interact with their wives and their children makes them, oh my gosh, this mad delay, makes them stronger. When you pull the family, it's like he has no, what's the word? I ain't gonna say no reason for living, but you get what I'm saying. It's no, why am I going brain fire? I feel like he has no
responsibilities.
He don't got responsibility, but it's no reason. It's another word for reason. But anyways, it's like everything was taken from me. My wife, my kids, I can't be home with them. And that's the best thing right now because I can't feed them. At least the government is going to be feed them. So I just have to find some place to go. That part we do, but we do so much more. But I still agree with you. Break the change. And yes, we are a lot of things, but we can't teach a boy how to become a man. Mm-mm. I remember I met this lady, this young lady. She was a little younger than me. And I asked her, I said, so how do you feel about the way that you interact with men with your son? She was just like, kind of like, oh, I do me. You know, my son understands. And I said, what makes you think that? She was like, girl, he only such and such old. I think it was like 8 or 9. So he don't really pay me no attention. Long as he got what he wanted, da 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 da. I said, you believe that? She was like, heck yeah. I mean, he ain't think about me. Long as mommy happy and mommy make him happy. I said, so do you not feel that if you are, because she was promiscuous in a point where she was a revolving door, like, what to me is if your child meets more than, if your child meet more than 3 people, and that's a lot, in a year of new guys, come on now. That is going to leave an impression on him that it is okay. Why? Because he loves mommy and mommy can't do no wrong. Do you not realize how that's messing with his mental? How that's messing with his growth? So as he grow up, if something doesn't act right, do right, or feel right in a relationship, I can go because I remember. I don't have to stick and stay and figure it out because I remember mommy didn't stay with nobody. She had multiple people. So I figure I would have multiple women as well. Like if I don't like this one, I'll bop, I'll bop. I said it ain't just the girls that we need to show examples to. We need to show examples to the boys too as women. Single women who have children uh, as children who have um as parents who have children, you got to be careful with both. You can't just think, oh, it's a little boy. No, that little boy is gonna become a grown man. And what kind of respect you want him to have for women have a lot to do with how much respect you got for himself. Okay, if he see multiple men, there's no way that he could feel that he could take anything serious with a woman because in his brain nothing is permanent because mama had multiples, you know, multiple situations in and out the house. Mama did it. Uh, she didn't have to stay with nobody. So I'm pretty sure that's kind of what I'm able to do. And that's not cool. That's not cool. But I ain't come on here for this. I didn't. I did not. But I love y'all. I'm tired, y'all. I gotta figure out how to get this faucet on. If I don't do it right now, I'll probably do it later. Me and I got to get up under there and put some flashlights and get the twisting and stuff because this person still has not texted me back. This is why you got to figure out how to do things for yourself. I'm pretty sure I can do it. I just don't want to get up under there and be doing all that. I really don't, y'all. Like, I really don't. But if I have to, I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it. So, I hope y'all enjoyed this live. What do you guys got going on today? I hope I respond to everybody. Girl, tell it about the black. Oh, sins, emptiness. You still here? Talk about a Black History lesson. Oh, thank you, James. I'm glad you enjoyed it. I'm glad you enjoyed it. So yeah, that's kind of what it is. That's kind of what it is. Do what works for you in your relationship. Do what works for you in your relationship, and as long as y'all agree. I watched a little cute TikTok and Google what, sis? Google what? And the TikTok was this little couple that was like young, and they, stayed together for some years after, whatever. Okay, sis, I see you, Sin. And I remember the girl saying, she said she does not like doing dishes. She can't stand doing dishes, but she would definitely cook. So he liked doing dishes, so he does the dishes. She cooks. And it was something else that was kind of, there was like, and it was like she said, I do, I, oh, what? Okay, Teresa, come on, girl, come on, come on. So she was like, I am. It got to be some instructions. Maybe the instruction. I hear something. It looks simple, um, but I can't wait to get the real deal faucet and the real deal stuff in here and all this temporary stuff. Y'all know I done took this thing back. This would be number 4. 1, 3, 3. I think 3 times that I done took it back. So, what was I saying? I done got a brain freeze, y'all. My little cozy winter jazz. The little hot chocolate on there looks so cute. The picture looks so cute. Look, y'all. Too cute. So, that's what's happening. Let me see if I got a response back. No response. Oh, well. I'm going to figure it out, though. I'm going to figure it out. And worst come to worst, I can call a Task Rabbit. Unless Ryan will be, I ain't trying to pay, I ain't trying to pay that hourly fee just for that faucet. I'm going to figure it out. My ear itching. So, I was watching some nice, cute, comfy Christmas movies. My greedy self is about to get some sweet potato pie and some whipped cream. And I'm about to go in my room and finish watching some Christmas movies on Hulu. Hulu has some real nice Lifetime Christmas movies. And I like. If you are new to the channel, realize I am the single mom versus the fixer-upper. I am a woman who just got a long marriage. Yeah, long marriage. Double digits, okay? And I'm starting all over by myself with my children, and I purchased a fixer-upper, a straight hardcore fixer-upper, not no cosmetic fixer-upper, throw a little gloss on it. I'm talking rip out every one of the floors and all the walls and start all over. And mainly this whole house has almost been rebuilt over again. I would say 85% of it, okay? And so I'm starting all over, and I'm sharing this journey, just talking to y'all about my life, my daily tasks that I conquer, things I have to do, what's going on with me in my life, what's going on in the house right now. Since it's the holidays, my contractors aren't here. They'll be back next week. So what I usually do is go live and show y'all and reveal to y'all what they started, and then usually later on that evening, because they be moving in this house, I'll show you what they were able to finish. And so yeah, that's what I'm doing, is sharing this journey, so that way you too can realize it is something that you can do. I was intimidated. I'm no longer intimidated. The more that God is allowing me to see his work and everything being done, I'm having more faith that it's going to be a beautiful outcome, and it's going to be a beautiful space that I create for me and my girls. So that being said, like you hear me? What was I finna say? I was finna, that it sounded like I said like. I don't know what the heck I was finna say. With that being said, I will see you guys later, Gators. Who's still here? Throw me up a later, Gator, or a heart sign. Throw me up something. And yes, sis, if he don't respond back. He doesn't live here. It's like almost an hour and something away. So whatever. So I can't really get mad, and it's kind of cold, but we'll see. We'll see. So thank you. Thank you, Teresa. Thank you, thank you, thank you. James, you still here? I see Sin says she was here a few seconds ago. So who's still here? Have a great rest of your day, sis. Thank you so much, Sin. Thank you. I appreciate it. Appreciate it. Hey, James. Later, Gator. Later, Gator. Is Lori still here? Is Christine still here? Who's still here? Who's still here? So we got Christine, we got Sin, and we got Teresa and James. I don't know if Lori's still here. Well, all right. All right. I'll wait. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Later, y'all.